Hello everyone, welcome to episode 25 on this Tamurkhan campaign. It's been a lovely campaign actually. So I'm going on the complete opposite direction of what I should, because Tamurkhan typically goes against the Empire, but I decided to go against the Cathay, and it's been awesome actually. I have the time to go back into the Empire, don't worry. It is going to be a nice campaign anyways. So, probably going up to episode 50 or something, but who knows. Now, I don't need too many infections. Tamurkhan has a beautiful army, beautiful. I still want to get Kaisk to another lord, but that will be around the time that we're going against Goldfag. Not Goldfag, Goldtooth. Because then I'll rendezvous with someone that has a lot of cavalry and finally give Kaisk to him. And then get a caster, a proper caster with Tamurkhan. It's amazing that he doesn't need the caster actually. So let's just occupy a few more settlements and get this conquest going. So control growth, yeah, I think the control is actually more important. But I can always go for Nurgle corruption here. It's always a problem, right? Because the Nurgle corruption actually helps with a lot of stuff, including public order, of course. But control is always very essential. So let's have it. And let's update you to Malefic Sorcerer. That's good. Mornhall, just give him something. Right now it's just melee stuff. Once it gets to the melee stuff, it's just easy. I always go for defensive, offensive stuff, rather than speed or charge, for instance. And that's it. Now I believe I'm very close to defeating... Oh, let's get Rot or Die. Much better. What's the ability I forgot? Oh, it's the melee damage reflection. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. It can affect the whole line, actually. Okay, do I want... No, I actually want some extra units. I've been trying to shift units to some other places. Like, for instance, I've taken away one of the Rot Knights. I can purchase this, yeah. It's not... Do I really want the Shaggoth right now? The Dragon Ogre Shaggoth? I kind of want the Aspiring Champions and the Hell Cannon more than I want the Shaggoth there. So, yeah. Because that would be a nice army. It already has a few more units, and I've changed it up a little bit more to what I want, which is a very strong front line and some artillery, basically some missiles units. So, yeah. And I'm actually getting the Rot Knights and everything else back to somewhere else, you know. So, Rulik, yeah, he's been doing nice, even with just this reduced army. And over here, we're about to begin the next war, because we have, as you can see, one of the units here, the Rot Knights. Let's go for it. Next Rot Knight. That's what we want. Good. This is the army that should get actually Kaisk, instead of that Chaos War Shrine, you know? So, Harald's Doommonger, I can send it here. Do I want that? No, let's go over here. We'll have to fight Goldtooth very soon, so we kind of want them to be finished. Let's merge here with both of these lords, and that's going to be the army for Harald. He's just going to have a lot more chieftain units, about 8 for sure, and those rot flies and stuff. So he's going to have the Cygor and Fimis. There we go. That's what I want. An extra Cygor, then the hero, and I think I'm gonna remove the Chaos Nurgle War Shrine once I get a few more Femurs. Yeah, especially the great weapons ones, because I want something for anti-large. Then I can have even the flyers, who knows? Okay, Cathay has been destroyed. That's good. I got a wounded dude here. I gotta be careful with their heroes. The Saturn receiving plagues. That's always nice. And my income is quite healthy even with the next army, so that's always good. Let me merge and get the... Yeah, get some unit. Do I want actually no Chaos Blunderbusses? I could have just 3 Infernal Fireglaves and 2 Dreadquake Mortars, and then just the Blunderbusses on that other army, but I kind of like the idea of having a mix. But if you guys want to try it out, yeah, by all means. Chaos Blunderbusses are really cool, and Fireglaves, having 3 would be nice. So, yeah. Yeah, we're doing just fine. Balthasar Gelt is unlikely to make an army that will cause a difference here. And Tamar is likely to do just a lot of damage.
I'll ignore that. I refuse.
Some coffee is all that I needed. Yeah, let's have a 100% ambush success chance. Which is not accurate, by the way, because it's reduced by the enemy heroes and lords and other stuff that reduces the enemy ambush success, you know. But it's about as maximum as you can get it. There we go, let's get 2 heroes. Already have 2 casters, 3 casters actually. So that's an interesting army. And I'd like to have a great weapons female, another one. Maybe I'll just get the basic one for now and then just retrieve it. But for sure, the problem with the chieftain units is that it's difficult to have a good template because there's so many possibilities, and it's just so good to see. Actually, it's one of the mechanics that lasts all the game, you know. And I still don't have outpost units, so that's how much you don't need those. Actually, I do want to have some Nurgle units, of course. So very keen to have a battle with Harold there, because he's quite interesting to fight with. Or he's going to be quite interesting to fight with. So I'm going to attack Goldtooth from all angles. And I definitely feel like I have the income now to... Do I want to go to a Haunted Forest? I mean, that's just zombies, right? Maybe I'll just stay here. Yeah, those are likely just zombies and my... Oh, that garrison can handle everything. Let me just help with the corruption there. Let's use scouting here. There we go. 1 exalted hero, 1 plague bearer. That's nice. Yeah, not a lot of units here with the income that we have. We want the great unclean ones. Still not have them. 90 turns and I still don't have great unclean ones. That's sad. I didn't focus on that. I focused on getting chosen, and lots of chosen actually, and gathering up a lot of good armies, but yeah. Let's go to Lee Temple. Or do I want to go to the sea? I think so. I think I can do this. Yeah, there we go. Let's go to Bamboo Crossing. Let's go, Tamurkhan. I really want to sweep with Tamurkhan through the river and then back into Goldtooth. That way, it's going to be cool. And then I leave just a couple of these armies, Rulek and the other Tamar army, to deal with Balthasar Gelt. Because once I have it, it's like, come on, I'll have 3 armies, like maybe 6, 7 armies, all focus on Goldtooth. And then all focus on the rats. So that's going to be interesting. I can get a little bit more growth, which is interesting. Where do I need the growth, actually? Let me check. I actually should check there the growth index, but yeah. So 100, that was nice. 185, I can actually do it here, and that will do it. Has that upkeep one? Oh, I didn't want to change that too much. But then again, there's a lot of these settlements with that upkeep, 30% upkeep plague, so maybe I can do this. Yeah. Growth doesn't need to spread too much. But I mean, I always want a little bit. Yeah, let's go. 70% spread, it's fine. There we go. And that increases the income immediately. That's good. Nice coffee. So Cracktong is going for a lot of good units, actually. I could hire some mercenaries to then fight them, but I mean, I likely just want some more Exalted Plague Bearers here and other units. Don't have too much gold right now to hire them, so not at this moment. Ugh. They're infecting me as well. Please send help. Send vaccines. Send medicine. Okay, who do I want as the next Chaos Lord? Maybe a Chaos Lord or a Chaos Sorcerer Lord. I think the Chaos Lord is better, actually. Just for the extra 10% physical resistance. It just makes them even tougher. And I like having a melee Lord. So let's go for the Chosen. And we have a ton of them. Oh, but I don't have the gold for it. By the way, it would cost me 13k. 10k for these. Yeah. It's not going to allow me, so it's going to just give me the shielded ones, if not mistaken. But I won't notice that. So it shouldn't allow you there. Yeah, I need 13k to recruit this. I need 13k to recruit that. It's not going to happen, dude. Not going to happen. But I still have the units in the upkeep, yeah. Yeah, full Chosen of Nurgle. We're gonna have to wait a little bit until we have the gold to hire these guys. Let's give him some Chaos Knights. Cannot wait to have the army for Kugath. Just some Nurglings. It's just so nice to have Nurglings in the late game. Yeah, I really want those Great Unclean ones, but that's going to take a little bit of time. I'm thinking of rushing the cycle, actually, before moving in against Goldtooth. Because we still have some infections, so that's nice. There we go. Let's ambush, making sure that nothing passes on. Let me just send this hero down.
Even champions tire. Do not mistake me.
Yeah, it's all zombies, and it's not gonna do anything.
Fist of the Fly Lord.
Oh, I can get 30% movement range. That'll be interesting. Adding them from all buildings and stuff in upkeep. Well, I'm gonna wait for the next turn so that I can have those upkeep reduction ones. The plagues, you know, the ones that give me income are the ones that I typically go for. Anything, it's giving me 5,000, that whole province alone. That's super cool. Almost 6,000. One province space for like one army. That's amazing. Yeah, I could get some infections there, but I don't have the gold for this. I'm just checking to ensure that I have what is likely best here. And for now, feels like I have most of the income. I'm checking the growth as well. So this would be a nice one to get a little bit more growth. I think if I get a random event that gives me like 20 growth, I'll have a lot more income. Alright, so actually Balthasar Gelt, he's bringing in the guns. He's bringing in the guns against Tamar. And I want to show you how an army like this can beat an army like that, actually. So there's a couple of flimsy units there with the flagellants and the huntsmen, but the rest of it is pretty sound, and he does have some siege tanks and stuff against my monstrous infantry. I mean, it's not gonna do well, is it? I don't agree actually with the Pyrrhic victory, but I do agree with the casualties, the medium casualties. So it's gonna be, well, it's gonna be tough against those cavalry units. So yeah, I'm gonna have my plague ogres punch through the enemy lines, that's for sure. So I want the Forsaken to soak a little bit so that the monstrous infantry can do their job, because that's the key principle here. Of course, Forsaken, they have a little bit of armor, and actually they have a little bit more armor with my units now. And even my Lord and Heroes, they have definitely tons of armor to survive a little bit more of those missiles. So yeah. This is a rush army, and my skin wolves together with some assisting units should be able to do with the demigryphs. Oh yeah, I have some flames to do. Have some spells that I can use as well against those units, so it's gonna be cool. It's gonna fire on my single entities, and that's fine. Okay, let me just get that. Yeah, let's dodge a little bit. I don't like forcing the dodge, so it's just a little bit of micro, you know? Just a little bit of micro, don't push it too much. Let's go against those Demigryph halberds. My skin wolves should do quite nicely. Yeah, let's go for those huntsmen. Oh, that's a lot of damage. I didn't select them? Okay. Let's punch through. And you're gonna go against the huntsman. Actually, against the halberdiers there. There we go, just a little bit. And try to catch everyone. There we go. Okay, those Forsaken are about to die, and that's because they're fighting greatswords. Well, they're about to die too. Flagellants, they're about to die as well. Let's move in here. Those Forsaken are nearly dead, but we're gonna heal them. And by the way, when we say nearly dead, this is Nurgle. They still have plenty of health. You know? I don't think I need the charge reduction here. Let's just give him a little bit of a debuff. Sometimes that helps a lot. Yeah. And overall, I've managed to destroy the biggest challenge here, which was the Demigryph Knights with halberds. Those are gone. Hey, let's attack the Luminarch and get it killed. That's good. The difference here with this type of army is that we do deal damage. It's not one of those armies where, you know, even with Chosen, they don't do as much damage as the Forsaken, actually, because they don't have armor piercing as well. So you got to consider that. It's one army that is a little bit more flimsy, but a little bit more mobile, and that's something that Nurgle can do like this with this sort of army. Everyone is like over 50 speed, I think. Which, for Nurgle, it's really a lot. Let me see if I can save someone. Yeah, there we go. And look at that. No one died. And that was a very, not Pyrrhic victory, I would say. It's still a battle that we have to go for. Balthasar Gelt hasn't even landed, I think. Yeah, he's still flying around. So we have to get rid of the steam tanks. And that's why we have the monstrous infantry. They're perfect for that role. I think I still have some units left. Oh, let me put them right in the middle and heal up a bunch of stuff. There we go. There's just some flagellants here that are surviving. They're unbreakable. That's why they're surviving. And this is already army losses, as you can see, because most of the enemy is running away, except the steam tanks, which are being pummeled by my skin wolves and other units. So that's good. Yeah, I think I lost one unit of frogs. No, I didn't. I didn't even lose anything. That's cool. Yeah, I thought I was going to lose someone because, rush armies are difficult as Nurgle. But this is quite a nice army, you know. Let me see some steam tank going and firing. Come on, Mammoth. Deal with it. Yeah, there we go. There we go. It does a terrible noise. I'm so sorry I did this. Oh. I hope I'm not destroying your ears with this if you have headsets on. Oh, that's a terrible sound. But yeah, without units on the ground, Balthasar Gelt has to land, and that's a victory. That's good. So I'm just gonna put everyone together here so that we can use the Pestilence. Can heal up. There we go. I still have one use there. There we go. And Locus of Fecundity. Yay! A mass heal immediately. This alone gives me like 1,000 HP or something. More than that, actually. Not on everyone, but yeah. I'm not using a lot of spells just to heal, but that's fine. That's a close victory. I didn't lose too much. I mean, look at that. Yeah, that's a powerful army. It cannot handle 2 armies at once, unless they're easy ones, but still. Okay, I want the upkeep reduction costs and recruitment health for all units. That's nice. And some Nurgle corruption. I guess it's always cool. Well, I can get the melee attack on the armor. Armor sounds nice, especially for Kugath. Because he has a lot of Nurglings, which usually are not tanky, but 15 armor? That's a lot, actually. That's cool. Okay, so he's gonna give 1 unit to infect. That's cool. That's nice. Let's go, Kugath. Can't wait to have Kugath fighting. And I have some more chosen and some other units here, but I still don't have the great unclean ones. I know that on the cycle they should be very close. So let me get more chosen. There we go. And can I get some knights? I cannot. They're too costly. Yeah. And rot knights as well. They're too costly. But okay, that's cool. Do I have some heroes for him? Yes, an exalted hero. And I want that death caster that's coming in. Just for the fun of it. I prefer the Nurgle casters, but yeah, that'll do. That'll do. So here on this front already conquered some places. I'm gonna go and try to conquer Wiley Village, but I have to be careful with the movement because I have no idea what's happening here. I destroyed Balthasar Gelt, so I can conquer here on Lizu. Yeah, but that all will be on the next episode. I hope you guys are enjoying, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.